Hi there, everyone, and a very warm welcome. We are live. It is Sunday, it's the 26th of February 2023, and we are back with our Dancing Days TV. So, this is my little opportunity to have a dance surgery, live chat, interaction with my subscribers and viewers. So I'm going to give it a minute or two just to see if anyone is getting logged in, or if anyone is watching live. Do make a little message in the chat there. I'm just looking on the screen over there so I can see the chats. So a little bit of news first. So it's been about 4 or 5 months since we did some of these live tutorials, live chats and so on. Obviously the channel is very, very small at the moment, so I appreciate there's not so many people watching this, but never mind. I felt that over the winter there was a lot of other things going on, especially with my other work, and I just couldn't commit to a regular slot. So that's the first thing. The second thing is as well, we've been back at live classes for the last few months. We've been trying to grow those. Unfortunately, since COVID, everything is very slow, everything is very quiet. We're down to just 2 days a week with very small numbers, and we do not have 5 days a week with lots of large classes back up and running. So we've been working really very hard on that, but we're really struggling with a lot of different issues and our location and so on. So never mind. What's new in the channel? So if you look in the channel from the last 4 or 5 months, since I haven't done any live streams, I have been putting a lot of videos in there. The short summary recaps of each routine, from the beginners solo ballroom, from the improvers solo ballroom. I'm still teaching the solo ballroom on Mondays live on Zoom, 10:30 a.m. That is still a live Zoom class. You can book in for that via the website, livetodance.eu. All of the details are in the links below in the description. However, the beginners solo ballroom, again, we weren't having anyone turn up live, so I'm putting tutorials, maybe sort of 30 minutes or so tutorials straight into my video website, and then I'm just putting the short summaries out into the YouTube channel. So we're averaging 2 improvers routine summaries, 1 beginner's routine summary, and then something else. So I'm trying to put in other tutorials and kind of keep the channel, growing with other things. So if there's anything at all that you would like to see, please, please, please just message me. And I'm just double checking in the chat there. No, there's nobody on live. Okay, so do message me, do contact me, leave a message through the website, drop me an email. The details are in the description box on the YouTube channel. This week, some of the really important videos that have gone in, I've just recorded more proper tutorials on beginners LA style shines. So I've uploaded beginners level 4 video 2 salsa shines. So right at the beginning, that's coming live on the 3rd of March. And beginners level 3, that is coming out on the 10th of March. So they're already scheduled, they're in the list, but like I say, Mondays and Wednesdays, we're getting the summaries of the various routines. Fridays, I'm trying to put out actual tutorials. Okay, that's roughly what I'm working to. Last Sunday of the month, a tutorial live stream around 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening, UK time, and then 9 o'clock last Sunday of the month, just after that, right now, a little dance, surgery, and live chat. So please, please, please do see if that will fit with your schedule and come on live. I love answering live questions. I'm just checking the screen there. I should have put the screen on that's actually behind the camera so that I'm not actually darting over there, but I forgot to put that PC on. I've got a PC over there and another one here. This one's been having some problems recently. Keeps freezing and going fuzzy when I'm on Zoom. It's like I'm this. Woo. Anyway, okay. So that's really on the salsa news. What else is happening? Costa del Salsa. So back on that this year, wasn't able to go, obviously, 2020. 2021 was cancelled due to COVID. 2022, I couldn't go anyway because there was too many COVID travel restrictions for me. And then 2023, we are here now. I'm actually going back to Spain this year. So it'd be nice to see everyone. There's quite a large group of people going. So it'd be great to get back out to Spain, teach a few workshops and have a few dance parties and see a little bit of sunshine, that would be great. Not having left the UK since 2019 now. I've been flying backwards and forwards into England from Northern Ireland, but no, I haven't actually left the UK for nearly 4 years now. So it'd be great to actually exit and get some sunshine. Okay, as I don't have anyone live and I don't have any questions, and I normally work from the questions, I'm going to just go over something which is really to do with posture. It was something, let me just put this post-it note down, that was to remind me of the dates. It was something that I was asked about actually in one of my salsa classes today up in Belfast, and it was about, could I add in some information about posture? Okay, so I'm going to turn around and I'm just going to pull my jumper off. That's cold. Okay, let's put that down there. Got the studio light there. Ooh, blaring at me. Okay, so this is not good. Okay, shoulders hunched. Maybe you're sitting on the computer, wrists all funny. Not a good look. Okay, not very good for us at all. This arching of the back and the weight into the balls of the feet forwards, and that pitching forwards is where we dance our rumba, our cha-cha, our samba, a lot of the international Latin dances. So whilst this is correct, and I straighten the legs and I pitch myself forwards, I call it that sort of, I'm ready, I'm actively ready, and I'm almost just about to fall over, but not quite. Think of the whole Michael Jackson video when he went, ooh, forwards, okay? Not quite that far, but it's that forwards intention, okay? Now, that is where I'm dancing in terms of my Latin movement. So I'm always slightly forwards, okay? I don't overemphasize the arch in my back in the salsa. I tuck my tailbone under a little bit and relax that because salsa is far more relaxed. But I am definitely forwards, which is not where I'm standing if I'm relaxed, waiting for the bus and so on. The other thing as well, when we talk about posture, I want to roll my shoulders, get them nice and supple. Try and release the tension from them, give them a good old roll. Ooh, that sort of thing. Squeeze them, and then to get them in position, I roll them back and down. I'm going to look straight ahead, chin and head, looking straight ahead, okay? Not crunch down here. And I relax those shoulders down. When we dance salsa, we get tension in our shoulders. That can be quite common. Shoulders go up. One, it looks really awful, and two, it actually really hurts. So you want them down, but you want to be engaged. So this is waiting for the bus. This is engaged, ready for dancing, okay? So, head, relax the shoulders back and down, engage the tummy muscles, pull them in very slightly. Imagine that you're zipping up into a pair of jeans or leggings that are a bit too tight. We all have those, the ones that hold us in, okay? And I zip up, but I don't overarch. That's me arching the back. Look at that arch of the back. Pushing that tummy out, not good either, okay? So for my position here, you see that? Okay. I'm always slightly engaged in the core. I've always got the tummy pulled in, okay? Whenever I'm walking, whenever I'm dancing, okay? The only time that's not engaged is when I'm sitting on the sofa, pretty much, or asleep, okay? The minute I stand up, zip up, engage, posture, okay? And I'm walking like this. Okay, so this is me walking to the shop, okay? I have my posture really in check 99% of the time, okay? Like I say, unless I'm sitting on the sofa or I'm sleeping, I'm always thinking about engaging my core and thinking about that. The only thing I'm not doing in normal life is pitching forwards into the balls of the feet. So if I'm standing, I don't know, I've got a standing computer. I'm standing at the computer, I'm doing something in the kitchen, I'm definitely spread with the weight between my heels and my balls of my feet. I'm not in the engaged, I'm ready to dance Latin. I'm here, but this is engaged, okay? Neutral spine used to be something that we taught a lot in fitness classes. So we'd say to people, stand with your feet in parallel and about shoulder width, just a few inches apart, okay? Knees under hips. And then I'm going to go sideways, and we'd say to people, put one hand on the front and one hand on the rear, and swing forwards and back with a very slight bent knee position. And then we'd say to people, gradually reduce that range of movement. And when you find that midpoint, you're in a neutral spine position. And then we'd say to people, come up a little bit with the knees and maintain that position there. So you're not forwards, you're not arched and pushing the bum back. Your tailbone is tucked under very slightly, but not here. That's arching, sticking the bum out. So I'm in that neutral spine position there. Okay, so that's a safe place for standing, but it's not quite engaged as it should be for the Latin. So for the Latin, I'm going to extend the legs into the balls of the feet. Very little weight in the heels. Core is zipped up, tummies are pulled in, shoulders relaxed. And you need to get in the habit of standing like that the whole time. So whatever you're doing, anything else to do with dancing, don't just slouch. Don't just be casual. You need to get that into the muscle memory. So walking around the house, walking to the shop, every activity that you're doing that is in terms of walking, make sure your tummy, your posture, everything, okay? So it becomes second nature. You walk like this, you're confident, you're proud, okay? You've got it all going on. And then when you come to the dancing, for the Latin, you're just going to engage very, very slightly to the forwards intention, but you're already zipped up and you're ready to go. That's the best advice I can give really for posture, that you need to work on it and you need to work on that and you need to look in the mirror, okay? You need to go sideways on if you can. Look in the mirror. Am I putting my shoulders back too far? I can feel my sort of shoulders squeezing behind. Yeah, too far. So relax them down, okay? Let's have a little look. Any messages in the chat? No messages in the chat. I see I've got one person online having a little view, so I'm not quite sure who that is. If you're there, you want to put a little message in the chat. If you're one of the guys from my classes, that would be lovely. If not, very, very warm welcome. So posture was one of the things I was asked about today. Also, with that comes the engaging of the inner thighs, okay? So generally when we walk down the street, we're not engaging the inner thighs actively. Don't get me wrong, all the muscles in our legs are working on muscle memory because we learned how to walk when we were children, okay, when we were babies. But I'm not actively squeezing those thighs and rotating out. Okay, so I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera. It's probably hard to see on the camera. Maybe I'll go this way. This is me just standing. If I squeeze those thighs and rotate out, I'm going to go sideways. That's casual. That there is me squeezing my thighs together. It tucks my tailbone under, my buttocks are squeezed. Then I'm thinking about engaging and zipping up in the tummy area, lifting the chest, lifting the head, relaxing the shoulders back and down. So I have actively squeezed my bum and engaged these muscles here that are wrapping around the front there and rotating them out like we do in ballet. Just not as much as a ballet dancer, okay? Now, when we're dancing our Latin dancing, especially our basic steps in salsa, I don't want my legs to split so that these aren't engaged. Now, in our other Latin dancing, we have long steps where there is a big gap, okay? But in my salsa, I want small steps. And a lot of ladies say, oh, my steps are too big. I know they're too big and I'm falling backwards and I'm falling forwards. Well, first of all, you're not engaging all of this. So if you engage all of this and actively think about all of that, you are not going to fling yourself back or fling yourself forwards. But also, if you add the thighs and get a piece of paper, squeeze a piece of paper between your thighs and make sure you don't drop it. And see if you can do your salsa basic step with a piece of paper between your thighs. It will keep, in fact, let me get a piece of paper, why not? Practice what you preach, okay? Piece of paper, I wasn't planning on doing this, but look, piece of paper, there, okay? So I'm actively keeping those thighs engaged for this exercise. And I'm going to go forwards and then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to go forwards, and I'm working on my posture, and I'm keeping the tops of those thighs engaged, and I won't drop that piece of paper. So that's a really good exercise. Let me put that down. That's a really good exercise to force you to keep the legs from opening too far. Now, without the piece of paper, now I'm going for a walk with the thighs engaged. Walking to the shops, heel, ball, heel, toe. Okay, walking to the shops, not engaged. Wider, longer steps. Might be having good posture, tailbones tucked under. I've engaged the top, but I haven't engaged the thighs. Now I'm going to engage the thighs. You see my step? Shorter. And it forces me to put the ball of the foot down and then the heel. Can you see that? So that is the exercise which I would suggest if you're salsa dancing, specifically, and you're really worried about your posture and the size of your steps, that you do that as a little exercise. I'm just going to check the chat messages there. Nothing in the chat, so no questions. So, how are we doing for time? It's 9:15. As there's nobody on live with me, and there's no questions to answer, a little bit more difficult. So, I'm going to move on. That's posture, that's size of the steps. Differences between the Latin dances. I'm going to talk about Latin for the moment. Don't worry about the ballroom, we'll talk about that another time. Every style of Latin dance, whether it's international Latin, such as cha-cha and rumba and jive, samba, paso doble, whether it's the street styles, whether it's salsa, whether it's tango, whether it's kizomba, whatever those dances are, they will all have specific techniques and ways that you're supposed to be holding your body, ways that you're placing your feet, ways that you're engaging the different muscles, ways that you are going to hold your body, okay? So you need to make sure that you're getting that information from your instructor. Make sure you're asking that, where should my arms be? Where should my shoulders be? You know, am I standing up? Am I pitching forwards? Is my weight in my heels? Am I going heel, ball? Am I going ball, heel? Is it small steps? Is it wide steps? Ask all of those questions, because each dancer will have a way that their own body wants to move. Each dance style has a particular requirement, and you're trying to make your body do the style and the requirement. So you need to know what it is. So when we dance our international Latin, it's very specific. We get lots of instruction on how the placement of the foot should be, whether it should be ball heel, whether it should be heel ball, whether it's being dragged through, whether it's being pointed, whether we're equal weight, whether we've got straight legs, whether we're pitching forward. There's a lot of technique there. Same with the salsa, same with the bachata, everything. So you need to really drill into that and get that specific instruction. So my background being ballet first, then the ballroom and Latin, and then salsa, I have different things that my body's used to doing, and it has picked up little tips and tricks along the way, and my body has a preference for certain ways of placing the feet and certain ways of standing. That might not suit everyone, okay? And also depending on what injuries you've had and what parts of your body don't want to move in a certain way. Very important. So you need to ask your instructor to overcome those issues for you. If I say to people, turn your toes out, and someone says, oh, that really hurts, then I need to give them an alternative. Okay, so that's my job as the instructor, but it's really, really important that you understand that every dance style has a different placement of the foot, different set of postures, and different ways of moving. That's not to say you can't put your own flavor, but you need to understand. So tango, for example, you know, you're leaning a little bit more with that forwards intention towards your partner. Okay, the same with the kizomba. Whereas salsa, although I've got forwards intention in my feet, I'm not, you know, really A-framing. Okay, I'm sort of here. And salsa, I've got some bent legs, and I've got soft foot placement, and they're slightly being picked up off the floor. Okay, if I was doing rumba, same step, technically, ball heel, but we connect past that leg, and then here, okay, and I'm lengthening that step, and I've got hip settlement, and I've got legs that are straightening. So doing that, which is technically the same step in our international rumba style, and I know I'm in my flats, but this is the salsa step. If I just said to you, go forwards and back, left foot, right foot back, replace the weight, I haven't really told you anything about that style. This is it in salsa, and this is it in rumba. And look at that, the pitch, the right angle triangle, the lengthening and the straightening of those legs, the return, the collection, the extension. There's a lot of that that's very different. So you need to drill down into that. Let me just check those messages. Yep, no messages. Just need to drill down into that with your instructor. So it's no good just saying, well, where do I go? Forwards and back. Okay, not good enough. So I hope that has answered a little bit about posture and about foot placement, about engaging the different muscle groups as a whole and as a general guidance, and then you need to drill down into it with your instructor for specifics for that particular dance style. Guys, thank you so much. If you're watching this in the future, please check out all the other videos. We've got about 250 videos now on the channel. We've got hundreds more in my video library on the website. All the links are below in the description for the video. So also the dance socks, like I said, for health and safety and working out at home. All the links in that description below. Please check them all out. Any questions, drop them in the comments, and then I will do a video on that next month. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a good night, and I will speak to you all again in a video soon. Bye-bye.